Your hands, palms and soles are always very active energy-wise. Even if a little over 20% is active, you can live fine. People became worthy of only after they've completed 5 solar cycles. You know, in this culture, in this civilization, we've looked at the human body not just for its physiology, but for its energetic physiology. In yoga, as there is a physical body, there is a mental body and an energy body. Pranamaya kosha, it's called. So pranamaya kosha can be in many different ways. Out of these 72,000 nadis, even if a little over 20% is active, you can live fine. Nobody will know anything wrong with you. That's how wonderfully this is structured. If you're getting 20% mark, you still pass. So what is the remaining 80% for out of these 72,000 nadis? What are they doing? So if you've activated your energies in a certain way, this is true even if you have not. Your hands, palms and soles are always very active energy-wise. You will have much more intimacy with somebody just by holding hands rather than doing many other physical things. Just holding hands binds you like that because energetically there is a certain closeness in holding hands. Actually, when there is lust, there will be sexuality. When there is love, generally holding hands. Yes, because even if you don't know anything about these things, instinctively you know this is how you feel closest. But instead of you being 27% age, if you are closer to over 90% age or 100% or at least let's say 90 plus, then your hands and feet have completely different capabilities. It is from this context, this has come, that any sage, saint, yogi, anybody, you don't know nothing about him, but if somebody says he's a saint, you go and fall at his feet in this culture because you want to grab something. From there, we have come to this that anybody elderly means you touch their feet, father, mother, whoever else. Generally, in ancient India, people became worthy if they were nothing, if they have not achieved anything within themselves. People became worthy of being, bowed down to only after they've completed 5 solar cycles, which is you're approximately 60 years of age. Because by then life matures in a certain way, your energies have moved out of certain other areas of your body and little more concentrated in your hands and feet. So, the culture identified this and says, if there is an elderly person, you must touch their feet because there is a benefit. If there is somebody, a yogi, a saint, a sage or whatever you recognize as, you touch their feet. Or if you see a deity, you go touch their feet. That's where maximum receptivity or giving is there. So in that context, the feet or the imprint of the feet is created in different ways. You must talk to people who have these energies at home, what it means to them and what it's done to them. The important aspect of it is something that would normally not be available to you physically, where you live. It is available to you, otherwise you'll have to go in search of that to a temple or some other place. But it's alive in your own house because it's consecrated in a certain way. Well, there are stone imprints with sacred ash filled in that. They're consecrated in a certain way. There is another one which is copper or brass foot, which is also consecrated. There's another one which is much more alive. If you want to use Sannadhi like a temple in your house, not just for you, for people to come and then, experience that, then you put something like that.
Saint very well said that Sadguru mera surma करे शब्द की चोट मारे गोला प्रेम का हरे भरम की खोट. This simply means that my Sadguru is an expert in hitting the ego with words. He does it with love and destroys delusion. Now, the very fact that Sadguru has come to our life is a sign of grace of the Lord in our lives, as is the fact that we are able to study, understand and share the knowledge with others. Now in this video we already heard from Sadguru about the significance of the paduka or the charan or simply the feet of a saint or a guru. Now this mark can be seen when we worship Sanidhi, in which we have the imprint of Sadguru's paduka. Now the Sadguru Sanidhi is an opportunity to learn a powerful Sanidhi Guru Puja process and receive the Sanidhi sadhana that will help you create a meditative space for one's inner transformation. Guru Puja is not like any other puja. It is a way of making your system an invitation to the divine. It is such a powerful tool that if you make it the particular way, the invitation is sent in such a way that Guru has no choice. He has to be there. If you create such power about the simple things that you do, then the benefit of sadhana will multiply manifold. Now these padukas represent the hard hittings of the master. It is only at the feet of the master or the guru that we are able to realize that I am nothing. Our pride or ego begins to take a hit, and with continued seva at the feet of the guru in a spirit of total surrender, our ego also dissolves over time. The master or the guru delivers this with utmost love and understanding, but it also hits hard. It is very rightly said that the teacher does not look at our ability or inability. He just wants our availability. If available, even the dullest person realizes the absolute truth, and if somebody is not available, even if the person is very bright and intelligent, nothing happens. Just as Shiva Linga represents Shiva and Shaligrama represents Vishnu, similarly the charan or the paduka or the feet of the guru represents the student, not the feet but the underlying concept. What we are invoking within us is Brahman, that is the Lord, but we cannot go to him directly. So we want a symbol, and at this time there is no symbol more sacred than the feet or the paduka of the teacher. Now before moving forward, I would like to thank you for all your support that you all have given me till now. But today I need some more support from you. Actually, one of my family member is suffering from brain tumor, and the cost of all the hospital charges and the medicines is minimum 20 to 30 lakhs, and we are really finding it difficult to pay the hospital charges. So, if you wish to donate, please contribute as per your convenience on the link in the description, and please pray for the well-being of the person. I would be very thankful to you. Now moving forward, let us now see that how the padukas literally help you. And the first and the foremost thing is that the feet are the extension of Mooladhara chakra in the human energy system. The soles of the feet with the top of the head and the palms are among the areas of the body where the greatest amount of prana or the life energy enters and leaves. As a result of this phenomena, that things and objects that are in continuous touch with all these locations are maintained with certain reverence and sanctity. And so, if handled carefully, these items have the potential to absorb person's energy and emit them for an extended period of time. One could create a comparable result in one's own Mooladhara by bowing down to Guru's Mooladhara, whose dormant forces have already been awakened. And with this, we move to our second point. When we touch the feet of the elders or the Guru, or when we worship the Padukas, we bow down the highest part of our body, that is the head, to the lowest part, that is the feet. The head is the symbol of ego, and so by worshipping the Padukas, we surrender. When a person becomes humble, he becomes very much open, is ready to receive knowledge, and does not have preconceived notions. He is not arrogant about money, power, pleasure, beauty, body, fame, none of these. Such a person comes to know the truth and is ready to do what it takes to know the truth. In this way, the Padukas show the goal as well as the path, which is through humility. And this takes us to the third most important thing, that is grace. It is very rightly said that if there is no Guru Bhakti, then no transformation can really happen. Adi Sankaracharya would say it, that it is just like a donkey carrying golden bricks. All the informative knowledge is like the golden bricks. It will just add more weight instead of reducing the ego. Guru Paduka is the symbol of hard hitting of the master and one's readiness to accept it. Through Sadguru Sanidhi, we become available to grace. And we all know that the grace of the Guru always protects the disciple, whether a disciple knows this and acknowledges this or not. The moment one comes under the umbrella of Guru, a master who knows the truth, the grace of the master always protects the disciple. We all already know that for any person, grace is very important because there are lots of weaknesses that we have, which we cannot overcome just by our own effort. We may try as much hard as possible, but we are not able to overcome the lust, the anger, passion, insecurity, and many other negative emotions merely by our own effort. So grace is very much important to overcome all of these. The more the student invokes the grace, the more that grace protects the student, and not just the student but also his family and the people around. And not only this, but the entire environment gets purified. Not only do the Padukas protect, but the Guru Paduka promises that they will establish the seeker in the kingdom of dispassion and detachment. And this takes us to the fourth point, that is Padukas burn all the negative tendencies. When the worship of Paduka is done regularly in sadhana, it helps to burn away all the negative tendencies slowly and steadily, because the devotion that grows in one's heart will burn away all the negativity and limitations. In the fire of self-knowledge, all the ignorance is burned away, and not only this, the karma of many lives get destroyed very easily. Srimad Bhagavad Gita says this in 4th chapter, that is, the fire of knowledge burns away all one's karma, just as a small spark is enough to burn the entire and any huge sacks of hay. When all these impurities get burned, the person shines in one's own true glory. Blessed we are that we were found by Sadguru and taken under his own wings. Now this Sadguru Sanidhi Sangha is an opportunity to help create a meditative space for one's inner transformation. It is a special program for all the meditators and seekers to establish Sadguru Sanidhi, a powerful energy space in their home. This not only progresses the spiritual path, but it also makes you experience Sadguru's presence at your own home, and also creates a meditative space for a sadhana. This program is really invaluable opportunity for those who aspire to constantly soak in the presence of Guru. Anybody above the age of 18 can register for the program. This sadhana is done every Monday, Paurnami and Amavasya day during Sadguru's presence timing, that is 6:15 to 6:40 pm. Now if you want to know more about the program details, you can click the link in the description and simply read the entire details at the site. And for today, ending up the video, hope you loved the video and found it meaningful. And if yes, do not forget to give it a like, share and subscribe. And also if you wish to donate for one of my family member who is suffering from brain tumor, please contribute as per your convenience, link of which I have given in the description. And for today, closing up the video, do not forget to give it a like, share and subscribe. And up to next, stay safe, healthy, happy and Namaskaram.